Want to feel old? Remember payphones? Well, believe it or not, New York City still has them, or should I say had them. The very last one was removed from Times Square yesterday. The removal of the phone started back in 2015, and 7 years later, they finally collected them all. Do you guys remember using payphones?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Me
yes,
too.
very traumatic experience.
Why?
What?
Was it have to do with mayo?
No, because my parents would forget to pick me up, and I'd be the last person and the entire school. Yeah. And then I would leave messages, call and collect, being like, "You forgot about me!" in those few seconds, because children back in the day, when you had to make a collect call, but your parents weren't going to accept it, you had to say what the message was before the
like
beep.
10 seconds.
Mom, come get me.
Yeah.
It's calling.
And it was imperative that every school had a payphone, right? I remember every school, I knew that I had a payphone if I had to call my mom, my dad, whoever it may be. Are you going to miss them? Or have you already over it?
I'm sort of over it also after COVID. I I feel like everyone touching that is like a little bit odd.
Even phone booths.
Yeah,
those are kind of gangsta.
It's like, yeah. So I think we're good.
Okay, so all this reminiscing got us thinking, what are some other old things that are still around but aren't used very often? How about typewriters? Yep, these are used more as decor in many homes, but really not functional. And how about fax machines? We actually still have one here in the office, but when is the last time anyone really used it? And next, credit cards with magnetic strips. Today, the majority of cards have chips, and most of them you just tap. And lastly, how about vinyl records? Those date back to the 40s, but they are still used in many homes today.
I use my vinyl records.
Okay, so you use your vinyl records. What else do you guys all use that are technically outdated?
I use a watering can, and I always feel really good about it.
People use watering cans. I do.
Okay.
How else do you water your flowers?
What are you, cupping your hands?
No, like a hose. Like a lot of people stand there and they do this. I like to get near the flower's garden, talk to it. So, and I like the feeling of like, it's like a farm from like 1890s, like, hello, old plant.
So you water plants. That's still around. No, for me, this might seem weird because this is kind of, but like malls. Because I feel like malls were starting to die out, especially with Amazon and everything. Everybody's like, I'm parking at the mall, just have a cent. And I felt the same way. I was like, who still goes to the mall? It's a little judgy. And after COVID hit, and then like once people started wearing masks, and like I would have to go to the mall to do some whatever, get a watch fit. I was like, I kind of like it in here. It's not as many. There's still people,
it's thinned out a bit. Yeah.
There is a fantastic.
I kind of like walking around.
There's a fantastic documentary on Vice that goes to all these abandoned malls.
Yeah, I heard about
it. Because of the, there's not the demand that it used to. And there's a few in Cleveland.
Yes.
That you should.
Calves.
First of all, calves. Sorry.
That's all
but yes, I was thinking, random. I was going to go down my Cleveland closed malls. Sorry.
What about you? Is there stuff you've done?
CDs. I still have my big CD case, and they're all really cool. I look back at them, and I'm like, dang, Sam. Like, 15-year-old Sam was cool. I had, like, really cool punk rock CDs, metal, rap. I had a good little, and then it changed. Like, even in my car today, I was like, oh, my God, I'm listening to 90s on 9.
Yeah. That's all right.
I love 90s on 9.
I know, but Erica, I'm a little stuck.
You're talking about XM, channel 45 to 50. That's where it's at.
They said it's bad when you start recognizing music in the grocery store and you're like, ooh, that's a jam. That's when you've realized it's gone.
I had a rough month. I Shazammed a song in CVS, and I was like, all right, that just happened.
This happened. Yeah, that's bad.
I was like, I was in CVS, like, I like this.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
You keep it current, though.
I do. I love music. I listen to it all the time.
Do you have anything that's old?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I was listening to some Danzig on the way here.
What?
Yeah.
Danzig?
Yes. Mother, come on.
Oh my God.
Love music.
Like Tony Danzig.
No, Danzig. Okay, so
Danzig.
if you heard of Misfits, Danzig followed Misfits, but Mother is a really big, like, old school punk rock song. I had no idea.
That is like, that's before I work out. That's
my gosh.
That's a track.
Kudos to Al Jackson. We'll be right back.